musicians and bar owners fighting for their right to party, and now it appears the city is listening. It's a softer approach to the noise ordinance. Don't turn the music off, just turn it down a bit. Good evening, thanks for being here. I'm Jamie Bull.
And I'm Molly Grantham. Paul and Maureen are off. A proposed noise ordinance would have pulled the plug on porch and patio music across the city. But city leaders are now changing their tune. Instead of banning outdoor music at every restaurant and every pub, they're talking about targeting the troublemakers, the businesses which get the most complaints. WBTV's Melissa Hankins is on your side live in the Elizabeth neighborhood. And Melissa, is it just a coincidence that one of the alleged troublemakers is down the street from a certain city council member's home?
Well, Molly, the Philosopher's Stone here is pretty close to Patsy Kinsey's house, and it's been pretty obvious she's not a huge fan of the place. But right across the street is a place called Kennedy's. They do have live music. You might be able to hear it now. Here's the difference, though. Unlike the Philosopher's Stone, there haven't been a whole lot of complaints about Kennedy's. So now the city is thinking about staying away from places like this and targeting places like this.
City Attorney Mac McCarley told me over the phone today that council is changing its stance on the noise ordinance controversy.
There's really only one change, and that is we have heard from the public, from bar and restaurant owners, musicians, even some neighbors, that the proposal to restrict all outdoor music within 400 feet of residences was just too strict. It wasn't going to work. It pulled in some bars and restaurants that weren't a problem.
Places like Kennedy's Premium Bar and Grill. They have a big open patio and live music on it, but owner Kevin Marcucci says he is sensitive to those living nearby.
We want to be a good neighbor. We're open to kind of time limits in terms of cutting off music outside. We don't ever want to have an issue where the neighborhood has issues with our noise.
So now McCarley says places like Kennedy's will be left alone. Others will be targeted.
Just those bars or restaurants that are causing a problem, and let's deal with them individually.
I think that's what should be done, and you know that way the responsible operators won't have any issue, and the people that are going to be irresponsible, they should be punished.
But some bars could end up feeling like they've been branded with a scarlet letter.
The goal would be to develop some good common sense criteria that we would all understand are the things you would use to distinguish between a business that's operating well and as a good neighbor and one that's not.
And McCarley told me those things would include how often they have live music, how late they play, how loud it is, whether the speakers are pointed at their patrons or at neighbors, etc. We stopped by the Philosopher's Stone to talk to the owner, but he wasn't available. Now, there will be an open meeting that city council members are holding on Monday at 3 to talk about their new vision. We'll be there. We'll keep you posted. Live in Elizabeth, Melissa Hankins, WBTV on your side.
Okay, thank you, Melissa. The public response to this proposed ordinance continues to grow. More than 1,500 people have signed up for Save Charlotte Music's Facebook page.
The jury in the Mark Carver murder trial